Me. Ooh, breathing is hard sometimes. Hi, hello. So we're gonna attempt another alchemy. This time I want to do it between two cards. So the deck is already split into halves, halfsies. Um, and so maybe I'll just do that. Maybe I'll do a few of these. Well, I'll shuffle them up and then I'll just pull off the top. So these are functions of two. Actually, today I was at the gym and on the time it was 2:48:16. So we actually got the fourth power of two. Last time we did powers of two and three, so it was just 248, but I saw the 16, which is the fourth power. I'm like, whoa, four powers, four elements. The fourth power being that fourth element, maybe. I don't know. It's fine. I'm just, I feel like personally, I had my little revelation or whatever, and I was good. I was so happy. I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like I understand now, you know? Um, but now I just have, I don't know, maybe more questions. It's so interesting. I feel like the physical, mundane 3D world mirrors and echoes the spiritual one in a lot of ways that I don't know if we necessarily see, right? Like, I feel like we put on our 5D lenses or our spiritual whatever, and we kind of sort of think that we are above what occurs and happens in the physical world, but it feels like there's a lot of like transference, right? And then maybe that gets into what is allowed within those hallowed spaces that we don't think we're leaving room for, right? So it's so, I guess, interesting how we're told who to care about, or we're told who is worthy of certain things, and how easy it is to deny empathy or compassion or love to certain individuals because that's what's said, right? And so now there are people with platforms, especially in the Western world, like this boom of spirituality. Um, in some parts of the world, like it's always been, it's nothing new. But it seems like in the Western world, there's this boom of spirituality. And I don't know, I guess I just have a question of like who decides who is real, who decides what's real and what's not real? Who decides who's an actual human person and who's like a bot in the matrix or an NPC? Who decides what's an illusion? Because there are some things that'll happen in the world or at home, and it's like, oh, well, that's an illusion. It's a trick of the matrix. And it's a rhetoric used to deny empathy, compassion, love, and caring to certain people affected by something. But when it's us or someone we know, now it's real, right? Now it's something to actually care about. Like, where is that line drawn and who's the one that decides? And it's so, I guess, interesting to me that there is a line of belief of people who believe they've come here to assist humanity in some way. But then at the same time, sometimes those are the same people that, again, will call everyone an NPC or a bot or something and like deny them any kind of compassion. So it's at that point, at least to me, it's like, okay, well, like, who are the people that you've come to serve? Is it people who are like basically you? You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just kind of disheartening, I guess, because for a while, I feel like that's how we got here, uh, like physically, right? There were some people who were seen as less than human. And so whenever certain atrocities befell them or whenever it came time to wrong somebody, it was okay because, like, well, they're not deserving of those basic rights anyway. And now I guess it's gone full circle where it permeates even spiritual circles. And again, it's like, who decides what's real, what's an illusion? Which peoples are bots or NPCs, or which peoples are actually people worthy and deserving of empathy? And then, nowadays people have hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands, some hundreds of thousands of people that follow them that will adopt the same beliefs that they speak and champion. And so, I don't know. The super empaths can't even afford to give an F to most people. Honestly, it seems like these days. Anyway, I just think it's kind of sad, you know? The world, maybe that's just the world we live in. That's what the world has become. I don't know. It's just so, I guess it's always been weird to me, though. You know, there are a lot of things that have never sat right with me about a lot of stuff. But anyway, it's just something I've been pondering lately, you know? All right, that's shuffled. I'm gonna give this another shuffle. I think I want to I think I'll just reveal all three at once. I was gonna do the two one cards first, and then, well, maybe I should have used the SKT for the same reason. Well, no, because we're doing combinations today. So I mean, yeah. Anyway, so I ended up actually rewatching a lot of the video yesterday. And it was after I closed the video, and I was like, why is Aries popping up? Like, Aries is all over the place. And then I was like, what's in Aries? Nothing, because Saturn and Neptune are in Pisces. Jupiter is in Gemini, Uranus is in Taurus. And it was feeling like maybe the fog is spreading from Neptune to Jupiter, specifically through the realm of Pisces. The North Node is in Aries right now. That's what's in Aries. And that's probably also why a lot of this Aries is coming up. A lot of this Aries energy. So, ooh, the tail of the peacock and blood. All right. I'm going to give this a few more shuffles and then we'll just go for it. I would love to almost like rapid fire these just to get an idea. Again, I'm still kind of sort of trying to feel it out. And also, that glass gives a lot of awareness that helps be on the side of conjunction rather than of just playing coagulation yesterday. I don't know. My heart just, it's so, but again, like that's the thing I've always had a problem with the whole, we have more in common than we do differences. It's like, okay, but what makes any one person or any one type of person the standard for who is deserving of humanity? Like, why? That's just, I've got a lot of ego, but I don't have that much to be like, you got to be like me and I have to see you like me and you have to cross this percentage threshold of a relation to me in order to be deserving of kindness, compassion, and humanity. But again, it's like the world thrived on stuff like that, because how can so much of what has happened historically have happened if people saw each other as people, if people actually were capable of an empathy that goes beyond tribal communities. Then is that not what we're supposed to be aiming towards in this 5D age of Aquarius or whatever? But still, it's like we found a new way to do the same. Now we call something an illusion, or we call somebody an NPC. And that's enough to just dismiss them, silence them, not care. I don't know, I don't get it, but it's fine. I'm gonna breathe. I could just end this video here, honestly, and then come back and do this. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna breathe so that this doesn't, I mean, it may still carry over, it may still carry through, but that's what I'm gonna do. I'll be right back. Maybe. But, da 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 da. Excuse me.